figured I got a few minutes of downtime while they're still trying to set the stage up. I know what I'm playing. So I figured I'd answer a few questions. I know it's a little earlier than what I normally do, but there's no time like the present. So that's one of the reasons why you click that bell to be notified whenever I'm doing these live, so that you can just jump on. I want to say what's up to everybody that's on right now.
I'm just telling you.
Say where you're from, because this is a great platform to network and everything like that. So definitely say where you're from, so other people can network. So if you have a question, I'm taking some questions right now. I'm trying to answer questions while we got some time. So I'm telling people, I ain't really do nothing else. Trying to answer questions before they have us sound check. New Jersey in the building. What's up? What's up? If you're brand new to this channel, Jimmy Hughes Solid, go ahead and subscribe so you can be notified. Because I will be doing this from time to time, and I'll be like, answering questions sometimes, playing guitar, whatever the case. If you heard me talk about Kerry's Camp and you're just really trying to figure out like what's that all about, go check it out, kerryscamp.com, kerryscamp.com. Let's look like this out. We have the caterer in the house. What do you have going on today? Today I'm playing this festival here in Gainesville, Florida. Performing with a group called the Black Betties. So Philly in the building. Lafayette, Louisiana in the house. Houston, Texas. We got the Sip in here. Mississippi. That's what's up, yo. We got a camper. Oh, camper from Philly. Out here in this Florida weather. Getting some of this heat before it gets too crazy hot. We got the Maldives in here. No, we got Brazil in here, Chicago in here, Omaha, Nebraska. That's what's up. Hope everybody's doing well on this Saturday, enjoying themselves. Hopefully you have great weather wherever you are. Hopefully you're getting ready to have an amazing breakfast and an amazing day. It is what it is. Highland, California in the house. That's what's up. So this is a little different today. I'm answering some questions prior to this radio. Backline is like, loading all the equipment on the stage before we start sound checking. So I wanted to come on here and answer a couple questions while I have some time. I know it's a little earlier, but like I said, we just got in town while they're setting up. So I think our performance is going to be a little earlier today, so I wanted to try to answer as many questions, get everything knocked out as we possibly can. So if you got a question, say your question. If you know, say where you're from, because it's a great opportunity for us to network. Because you never know who's in the building, who's on here that's connected, could be in the same city. It might do the same thing with you. You know what I mean? So it's a great opportunity for you guys to network. We got Akron, Ohio in here. So it looks like you're having a wonderful day. I am, man. The sun is shining. I can't complain, man. The sun is shining. I get to do what I love. You can play a little guitar for the people, having fun. Sack Town in the house. That's what's up. So definitely for sure. Staggered. Ready. Where are you playing it tonight? I'm not playing tonight. I'm playing this afternoon. It's at a festival here in Gainesville, Florida. It's like by the University of Florida. So that's what I'm doing. You guys got questions, guitar related or whatever? I'll answer them. If I don't know the answer, I'm not gonna just sit here and try to, tap dance into. If I don't know it, I don't know it. You know what I mean? That's what it is. Can you talk about how to get a general R&B tone? Is that a possible the Marshall? Yeah, I mean, I played Marshall amps that I think it's the JCM 800 that I've used, and I've gotten R&B tones out of it. Depending on the type of guitar will determine how you will dial in your tone. If you have a brighter guitar, then you want to, of course, back off the highs and the mids and maybe make it a little bit more bass heavy. Bassier guitar, you want to, of course, back off the bass and make the highs and the mids a little bit more. You want to find that warm sweet spot. But if you want to know more about that, you should definitely become a champion. Because I can showcase and I can tell you better, you know what I'm saying? I can tell you exactly how to do it. Go to kerryscamp.com, KERRYSKAMP.com, and I can show you how to do that. You playing that PRS today? Yes, I am playing my PRS today. Hello, how are you? I'm doing great, man. I can't complain. The weather's great. Got a chance to eat some Cracker Barrel this morning. Good, man. Life is good. I can't complain. Can you do a video on that white PRS you have? What do you mean, like, do a video? Like, you want me to talk about it? Like, what do you explain, like, more so what you're talking about? I wish I played for a world tour. Man, you know what? World tours are great, but it's a lot of energy. You got to be in shape. You know what I mean? Because it takes a toll on your body. And you got to get used to traveling different time zones, getting up at different times. So it's cool, but it's a lot. You know what I mean? So, just got a new PRS after watching your video. That's what's up. Welcome to the fam. Welcome to the PRS fam. You know what I mean? That's what's up. Hello, Kerry. How are you? I'm great, man. I can't complain. Doing well. Life is good. I follow you. I live in Belgium. That's what's up. That's what's up. This Gibson Epiphone, good for R&B. I've done videos where I've used my Gibson Les Paul. Any guitar, I think, can be, well, let's not say any guitar. There are some brands that are better for R&B. You don't have to fight necessarily with trying to get the tone and the playability, because the responsibility that you need to do as an R&B guitarist is different. So certain guitars fit like certain things. Like, think of guitars like shoes, right? If you're about to go running, you're not gonna wear dress shoes to go running. Not saying that the dress shoes you couldn't do it in, it just would be a lot more difficult unless you had running shoes. So think of guitars just like shoes. It's not that you couldn't do it, it'd just be more challenging to get it done. Kerry's Camp is my go-to. That's what's up. Have you seen it? Hitmaker Fender by Al Rogers? Yeah, I saw the homie Little Rob playing it. I personally wouldn't probably play it, because I would have to change it way too much for it to really do what it probably needs to do. And I've got a lot of Strat style guitars. The last PRS that I got was like a Strat style, so I mean, I've already done the work that I wanted to do. So it wouldn't necessarily be like that's one I gotta get. But yeah, I've seen the video. Okay, have you ever played a Music Man? Yeah, I've played a Music Man before. Telecaster for R&B. Again, Telecaster definitely can be used for R&B. I've used them like on plenty of gigs. I use them for Lettucey. I think, who else have I used my Telecaster? I think I've used it for Cassette Michelle. So yeah, it can be used for R&B. What music do you play? I literally play everything. Live every day like it's your last.
Should be good to go.
With good words. What's up? Who do you gigging with? I'm gigging with the Black Betty's. They're based out of Atlanta. What are you using for your backline rental? I'm using a Mesa Boogie Lone Star. That's what I put on the rider, and I'm using a Fender DeVille, so I'm gonna have them both at the same time. Just a little stereo thing. Which guitar do you play the most for your collection? Honestly, right now I'm playing the PRS Silver Sky that I just had modded with a humbucker in the bridge, Lambertone Prima. That's my main guitar right now, but then I do play my Tom Anderson Raven. What else do I do? Use my white DGT PRS. Then I use my Gretsch. It just depends, you know. So they all get a little up, but right now the Silver Sky is like the main one.
Awesome.
Top 5 favorite guitars you have? The Silver Sky that I just got mounted, the Raven. That Gretsch is pretty nice. And then maybe that DGT, I would say. Do you practice acoustic more? Do you practice more on acoustic? No. It just depends on what the assignment is for the week or for the day. That'll determine which guitar I would use more. So if I'm doing more of acoustic stuff for the week, then it's going to be practicing on acoustic pretty much all the time. But if I'm playing electric for the most part, then I want to get used to it, because if you want to develop this muscle memory with the guitar that you're using, you don't want to just play something that you're not going to be practicing on, or you don't want to practice on something that you're not going to be playing, because it can confuse your hand. Like your hands, there's sweet spots in certain guitars. There's like certain nuances that each guitar has. So I like to try to play or stay with the type of guitar I'm going to be working with the most. You use custom string gauge? No, I don't use any custom string gauge. I like 10s, but I don't offset any kind of, like, I'm not that kind of gear nerd. Maybe I should. I don't know, but it's just I don't have that level of attention to detail when it comes to that. Like, do the strings sound good? Is the quality of the string good? That's all I really care about. Any guitars you have, it says where you didn't have to modify when you no. When I first got guitars, I didn't understand the importance of modifying the guitar to play to your specs. Now that I've been playing guitar for a number of years and I understand there are certain things that I like, I modify them. So it's almost like if you bought a car and you took it to a custom shop to fit the needs that you like, you know, or you're buying wheels on the car, doing various things. You buy things in order to make the guitar do exactly what you need. So understanding that important fact is exactly what I do. So that's where I'm at with that right now. Are your gear insured? Yes. Are you going to be touring in Mississippi? Right now, I don't think I have anything on the schedule for Mississippi, but that doesn't mean that it won't happen, you know, because there's still plenty of time left in the year, so you never know. Which brand of Diodarios, DR, Ernie balls, it doesn't matter. I'm preferably using Santano's strings. If you follow my Instagram, I'm sure if you go look at some of my posts where I'm like changing strings on my guitars, I've tagged them. To me right now, that's like the premier string. That sounds really good to me. I've been a Diodarios guy for a number of years, but that's the kind of strings that I'm playing right now. So they sound great, acoustic and electric. It's the pickup. It's the pickup you modified, or I modified the pickup. So I switched out the bridge pickup because I need a little bit more girth. Because I'm asked to solo a lot, and I need something that had a little bit more attack that could melt the paint off the wall. So I wanted to have a humbucker that give me that. Plus, I guess my overall setup, I'm an HSS guy. Like, I know who I am. I know what kind of guitars that I gravitate towards. So I'm not gonna sit here and pretend and be like, oh no, I'm gonna just try. No, it's not. Like, when you know what you know, you know what you know. You know what I mean? And that's kind of like where you gotta stay to, because if you're true to yourself when it comes to your music and what you play, then you can play the guitar the way that you want to play it. It says, did your family and friends support you from the beginning? No! Because my family is more old school, right? So it's about going to college, getting you a job, and working a regular thing. So of course they didn't really understand the dream of like pursuing music like as a living. They were like, how are you gonna do that? So I used to exhaust myself by trying to tell them, but then I realized that I just need to show them better than I can tell them. And once I got to that point, I could show them that I can tell them. It made my life a lot more easier. So now once they started to see it, they could actually, you know, digest what I was doing for a living. I've never used Lovejoy strings, no. Any lesson collabs with Mr. Kelvin Wilson coming down the line? If you were a camper, I'm not doing a collab video. He came on our camp and he did one of our things called Kerry's Corner where I interviewed him. So that definitely has already happened. So if you're a camper, you'll definitely see that interview. That interview is available in Kerry's camp. It's one of the benefits and the joys of being a camper. We interview a lot of guitarists that are in the industry. A lot of people that you guys ask for, I reach out to them and we have them on. And so, like, not only do I interview them, but I also give space where they answer questions from the students. Says any of your family and friends also going to become musicians? They're all, like, technically my brothers all play music. They're not professional in the sense like that's what they do for a living. They have regular careers. But can they play? Like, I have a brother that can play drums and bass, and I have another brother that plays guitar. He's a damn good guitarist. I put him on gigs, and I couldn't make them in town. Matter of fact, a major church that I played at in Birmingham, I put him on. He held that seat down for a year. So, yeah, like, they both can play. It's just, that's not, it's a passion, but it's not like they're living. You know, in a sense of, like, for me, like, it's my passion, it's my job, it's my profession. They have regular careers that they do themselves. Well, I just appreciate your consistency and your truth, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Where did you start playing guitar? I started playing guitar in church. Do you have your own guitar setup, or do you use a tech? Yeah, I have a tech that I use. When I was in LA, I had a specific tech, but now that I'm in Atlanta, I have a new tech that I just got. So, yeah, I'm not a guy that's going to sit here and try to set my guitars. This is not my strong point. I can tell you if it don't feel right, but I can't tell you how to adjust it to fix it. You know, I don't want to ever do something that's out of my wheelhouse and try to tinker around with something, because the stuff that I use, tone-wise and pickup-wise, is expensive, and I'm not trying to play something, trying to experiment. This is not really something that I desire to find enjoyable. So if I don't find it enjoyable, you will probably not find it enjoyable. So I'm just going to take a swig this week too. Who are some good techs in the ATL? I have a guy named Sam that lives in Kennesaw, or his shop is in Kennesaw. That's the guy that I use. I haven't been in the city long enough to get a roster like the people like I used to have in LA. That will take time because when I first moved, it was like the peak of COVID. Now that things are kind of opening up, I landed on him because another mutual friend was like, "Oh, you're looking for something." So he kind of told me, and I went to him. He did great work, especially my Silver Sky. So it's kind of the guy that I'm leaning on right now. So you like best the Boston 880 or the Helix? It's not even close. The Helix is my live situation. Now for studio, I would probably take the Boss with me anywhere in the studio and go toe for toe for anybody in the studio. But for live situations, for what I do and the level that I'm playing at, the reason why I go with the Helix too is because it has 2 XLR outs in the front, so you're able to go stereo. Like you don't have to worry about micing the amp, because sometimes you mic amps, guys put like some mic at different places, or amps just don't show up. But the Helix is always going to be consistent, so that's the main reason why I like going with the Helix. I mean, in any situation that I need to be, any kind of artist that I'm playing for, I can set up a pedal board to configure for whatever that artist is. That's something that you can't necessarily do without having to adjust pedals and all that other stuff in the Boston Music. So I am definitely a Helix guy. All right, we'll take a few more questions, and then I'm gonna have to get ready to go. Love you guys. You guys are great. That's a great question. It says, I'm ready. Okay, I'm trying to see all this. We get some shade. God, this sun is doing some numbers out here. I can't even see the phone. Sheesh. All right, let's go back and try to read that. I'm really thinking about getting the Silver Sky. Love your tone. Oh man, it's sweet. I appreciate this. What's your favorite pre-show ritual? My favorite pre-show ritual? Yeah. I don't know that I necessarily have a pre-show ritual. So that might be something I might start trying to develop. You know what I mean? Like I never thought about it. Because typically what I'll do is like I'll hang around the room, I'll listen to the music, you know, laugh and joke. But I don't think I have like something that I do all the time, but that'll be something I'll definitely work on. What's a good travel guitar case? Mono cases, bro. Like mono. I don't care what nobody says. I've been traveling for years, and mono cases have never failed me. You're really a good mentor. I'm watching from Ghana. Man, I appreciate that. Listen, I gotta get ready to go, man. I love you guys. You guys take care. Enjoy your Saturday. If you're not already a camper, please become one. Go to kerryscamp.com, KEROYSKAMP.com. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, subscribe to this channel. Click the bell to be notified because I'm gonna be doing this from time to time. I don't want you guys to miss out. Love, peace, and hair grease. You guys have a great Saturday. Enjoy yourselves. Don't eat too much. Make sure you hydrate. All right, I gotta go. I love you.